So Allison, what do you think?
Cool.
So what would you do if we did videos or not? What would you do them about?
We'll talk about, oh, we went across the bridge, stuff
We came up here by the Pioneer Park over by the Dixie Sugar Loaf.
and angle so they can see the bridge.
There's a bridge up there. There's a bridge right there that you can walk across to get on top of the Dixie Sugar Loaf. But we're down below, so we're up near the Dixie Rock. The Dixie Sugar Loaf is what they call it. I'll show you around. So this is a new paved path they did up here by Pioneer Park. And we're above St. George on Red Hills Parkway. That's Red Hills Parkway right there is the road. And this is goes right in front of the Dixie Sugar Loaf. The Dixie Rock is what they call it. And the prominent landmark for St. George area above the city. The Dixie Rock. So that's the Dixie Rock. The Dixie Sugar Loaf is what they call it. They have interpretive trail signs out here that talk about it. So it says the large sandstone feature before you is known as the Sugar Loaf. Early settlers of St. George named it this unique formation after its similarity to loaves of sugar. See photo insert above. That one right there. Which were so rare in the first years following the town settlement. The Sugar Loaf and Light Caves located on the northeast side of the sandstone formation were popular places for picnics and parties for early residents of St. George. The spectacular views and climbing rock made it a popular place to gather. Throughout the succeeding generations, many have been drawn to this place for the same reason. Inscribed on the Sugar Loaf is the word Dixie, placed there in the early 20th century by students of the St. George Academy, referred to locally as Dixie Academy. This academy would eventually become Dixie State University, now known as Utah Tech University. The maintenance of this inscription is kept alive today by students of Dixie High School, who in the early years were the lower grades of the academy. This part of southern Utah was traditionally referred to as Utah's Dixie. The expression dates to the 1860s, shortly after the area was settled. The first two companies sent by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints President Brigham Young to settle the adjoining community of Washington included people from the southern states. They were sent to raise cotton, and over time began calling the area Utah's Dixie. The nickname stuck, and now many local businesses, even schools, bear the moniker Dixie. And that is the history of Dixie. The Dixie Rock. So this trail goes along the bottom of the Dixie Rock. another sign up here too. So they've really done some improvements here since the last time I've been here. Let's see what this sign says. The St. George Temple and Tabernacle. So this sign actually talks about the St. George Temple and the Tabernacle. For more than a century, these two pioneer structures from almost any viewpoint have been prominent features of the valley. From this vantage point, looking south, the tall white structure of the St. George Temple stands out in the central position of the valley, while the red stone of the St. George Tabernacle, with its unique New England style architect, stands in the heart of downtown St. George. Both of these structures were important in the early history and survival of the city as a permanent settlement. For their construction constituted the first major public works project to be undertaken in the region. These two structures helped the early saints find a reason and higher purpose of taming this arid region and for putting down permanent roots. Talks about the temple. The tall white building, which for over a century has dominated the valley below, is the St. George Temple. The temple was designed by church architect Truman O. Angel, who designed the Salt Lake Temple and Tabernacle. The Salt Lake Temple and Tabernacle, as well as other significant pioneer buildings in Utah. Local church architect Miles Romney oversaw the construction of this beautiful structure when it began. But it also says the temple's construction was indeed a regional public works project. Cash funds used to assist the construction were donated by members from all over the church. Food came from as far away as Beaver and Sanpete County to help those building the temple. Men from all over the central and southern part of the territory were called to work on the construction of the temple. Much of the lumber for the temple was cut and hauled from two locations. Mount Trumbull area and on the Arizona Strip beyond the mountains, you can see to the far south and from Pine Valley north. Because of the marshy conditions found on the building site, tons of basalt rock were hammered into the soil using an old cannon as a pile driver until the foundation was solid. The basalt rock was quarried from the southwest side of Black Bridge D Hill to the west. The exterior walls of the temple were built of sandstone quarried from a location very near to the site and were stuccoed with a very durable white plaster made of a mixture of lime and mortar. The temple was completed in just under 6 years and was dedicated in April of 1877. It stands as one of the most beautiful temples built in the early days of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Temples built by the church are used to perform sacred ordinances. The St. George Temple was the first LDS temple constructed west of the Mississippi River by the church and is the oldest temple still in continuous use. So that is information about the temple. And then it has information about the tabernacle, which I wasn't going to read. But you can pause the video and read it if you want. There's 3 more signs. Pioneer Park, Interpretive Trail. Legend has it I wasn't going to read this sign, but I was going to let you pause the video and watch it if you want to. Here's another sign right here that talks about the St. George area. So you could actually pause that and read it if you want. I'm not going to read it. Here's another sign too that talks about the area too. Wow, how much St. George is different. Look at the way that looked like back then. You can pause it and read the information if you want to, because I'm not going to worry about reading it right now. On here it talks about the Dixie Spirit is the light radiating from a precious gem formed under the pressure of isolation and desperation in pioneer times, and shines on today in all that is good, real, and true about Utah's Dixie, Lyman Hafen. The Dixie Spirit is a feeling of cooperation among public and private entities, as well as individuals, to accomplish goals which would otherwise be impossible to reach. Stephen E. Snow, 2024. That sign talks about the Red Cliff Desert Reserve. Pretty much a preserve that helps to preserve animal and plant life. Pretty much set up to for the desert tortoise, and it's a conservation effort for people. Embrace the great outdoors. Sanctuary for the Mojave Desert tortoise. Oh, that's what it is. That's what it says. Okay. So it's a sanctuary for the Mojave Desert tortoise, which is supposedly native to this area, but I don't know. Alright, I was going to leave it at that. I didn't show this sign, but it says abundance in the desert. It talks about the different plant life in this area and how to identify the plants. So if you really wanted to, you could pause this and read it. Pause the video and read it on your own. I wasn't going to read it, but it talks about different plants in the Mojave Desert and the desert range that you could be able to use to for different purposes and whatnot. And it lists 1 through 9 the different plants and how to identify them and whatnot. How many of these plants can you find and identify in the pantry behind the sign? Well, I know that there's a lot of creosote bushes and other desert plants that are around here. And if I were to go over to the Red Hills Desert Garden, they have all types of plants native to the southwest. Alright, I just wanted to show you that sign. This is the fish viewing area in Red Hills Desert Garden. It has different fish native to the Virgin River. And here you can see the fish. So the fish through the glass here. They have little fish that are native to the Virgin River. Here's the different fish of the Virgin River. So I wanted to show you this too. There's another fish right there. A couple more right over here. So I'm here at the Red Hills Desert Garden, and I walked from Pioneer Park. They have that new trail that comes from Pioneer Park to the Red Hills Desert Garden. So I parked over by Pioneer Park, I wanted to come here and do a little video and show you around a little bit of the Red Hills Desert Garden. I've done other videos from Red Hills Desert Garden showing the plants. I just wanted to come here and walk around a little bit. Here's the little waterfall that they have, the little stream that they have. I think I'm going to go over to the Slot Canyon area. I'm just trying to figure out how to make an ending to my videos. I think I wanted to do it over here or a Pioneer Park, but I wanted to come here and walk around a little bit. There's swings that people can sit on when they come here to Pioneer Park. The best time I think to come is in the fall, especially around Christmas time when they have the Christmas lights on the plants. It's decorative. It's kind of fun to walk around here with the Christmas lights. It's free to come here. There's no charge. It's a nice little area to go for walks. See the many different plants native to the desert that are water conservative. It helps people to plan their gardens out in the dry desert landscape. I got a lot of information signs about the different plants that are native to the area, so people can understand what plants are native and how much water they take. They have QR codes in each of these little signs. Here's the Slot Canyon area that they have here. So I wanted to show you a little bit around here. This is the Slot Canyon. And I just wanted to say thanks for watching my video. If you want to watch more, there should be some links on the screen. If you like what you watch, please consider subscribing to my channel and check out our other channel as well. It's called Adventures with the Kellys. And I appreciate you watching the videos and giving it a like and subscribe. And let us know in the comments what you think. In this area over here, they have a little area where you can view the fish, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to stop this video, turn around here real quick, give you a different view from this angle. I'm going to stop this video and say thanks for watching.